Myself, Dr. P.K. Verma. Welcome in the biology classes. In this session, session 2 of human reproduction, I shall discuss female genital system. In the female genital system, there is a pair of ovaries present in the pelvic region, that is in the lower abdominal region. These are the two ovaries. These are held to the dorsal body wall through a muscle band known as mesotherium. So in case of testis, the band is mesorchium, and in case of ovary, the band is mesotherium. Facing the ovary, there is a long oviduct. Its anterior part is known as fallopian tube. It has a wide opening that is provided with these finger-like structures known as fimbria. So this wide opening is called fimbricated funnel. The middle part of fallopian tube is called fundus ischemic junction. The posterior part of these ducts join together up to this part. These are fallopian tube, but they join together to form a triangular uterus. The posterior part of uterus has a cervix, a neck-like structure here that opens in the outer, that is vagina. The opening of cervix is also known as os. In female, ovaries are primary sex organs. These are situated in pelvic region and hang through dorsal wall through mesotherium. The two ducts form fallopian tubes anteriorly, and posterior part forms the uterus. Uterus is a thick muscular triangular bag. The inner layer is called endometrium, middle is myometrium, and outer is epimetrium. They open into vagina through a narrow cervix. Now see the sagittal section of the body. It is not a true section, rather it is diagrammatically. Here is the urinary bladder. The urinary duct opens independently in the most anterior part behind the clitoris. The second part, uterus, is here attached to fallopian tube. Ovaries are here, fimbricated funnel is here. It is the cervix through which the uterus opens into vagina, and vaginal opening terminates just in the lower part of the body. The large intestine opens through anus at posterior surface. The female genital system has no specific gland except ovary, from which steroidal hormones estrogen and progesterone are secreted. From the wall of cervix, large amount of mucus is secreted and can form mucus plug. On sexual arousal, vagina produces exudations, and the Bartholin glands present on the outer part of the female system produce albuminous secretion. This is the external genital system. At the anterior part, known as mons, small hairs may be present. There is a triangular outgrowth known as clitoris. It is compared with penis of the male. On its posterior surface, there is opening of urethra. Here is the opening of urethra, that is the urine is discharged through this pore, and posterior to it there is the opening of the female system, that is known as vulva. There are two muscle folds. One is a smaller known as labia minora and another is larger known as labia majora. Here is the position of anus. So, excretory duct, reproductive duct and anus, these three have separate openings. From outside, a triangular muscular clitoris is present. On the middle line, it is homologous to male's penis. It is sensitive organ, and on sexual arousal, blood rushes into it. So, due to increased circulation, the size of clitoris may increase to 2 to 2.5 centimeters. The urethra opens at its posterior end, where it is covered with a small muscular lining, that is labia minora. It is the inner muscle layer. Another muscular structure, labia majora, is present laterally, and it be in between their posterior margins. The vestibule or vulva opens. It is protected by a thin diaphragm, thin muscular diaphragm known as hymen. In the adolescence period, hymen is constricted with a very narrow aperture, but in adult, its size gradually increases. It is not sign of virginity of any woman, because it can break during playing, jumping and cycling. Now inside ovary, oogenesis, that is development of ovum, takes place. In a girl child, as many as 100,000 bunch of germ cells known as primary ovarian follicles are present. In these primary follicles, there are primary oocytes. The primary oocytes are in the stage of meiosis I. It is surrounded by a number of germ cells forming the follicular cells. From puberty period onward, in each reproductive cycle, that is with each menstrual cycle, about 100 primary follicles develop into secondary follicle, and then finally tertiary follicle or Graafian follicle. By this time, the primary oocytes convert into secondary oocyte. Meiosis I is completed. Generally, eggs are released in the secondary oocyte stage. Now, when the follicles develop, an empty space known as antrum also develops inside it. The inner cells degenerate and their content dissolve in the antrum. These contents are absorbed by zona radiata cells. The inner lining of antrum form zona granulosa, and the granulosa cells secrete female hormone estrogen. So at the time of development in the cycle, for the first 14 days, the amount of estrogen increases with developmental stage of the follicles. Now it is very hypothetical section showing primordial follicles here. These are the primary follicles containing primary oocytes. Now, with every cycle, they develop into secondary follicle, and after maturation, these are called Graafian follicles. On 14th-15th day, LH causes release of an ovum out of the mature follicle. So the ovum is released out, but the follicular cells are retained inside ovary and they form corpus luteum. Those follicles which have not been ovulated form corpora atretica. So at any time all these stages are not found. So I said that it is a hypothetical structure painted very well by an artist. Now it is the diagram of a secondary follicle. Here in the center there is oocyte. Around it there is a membranous structure known as zona pellucida, and out of that there are zona radiata. They have finger-like outgrowth to absorb the materials from antrum. Now the granulosa cells surrounding the antrum secrete estrogen. These are many layers of follicles. Their number decreases when the follicle increases. It is the outer boundary of the follicle. It is another diagrammatic structure. The outer boundary is zona pellucida, out of which there are many fibroblasts. Here the zona radiata has not been shown properly. In the center there is an ovum surrounded with two layers. These are zona radiata and zona pellucida. After the secondary follicles become mature, the tertiary or Graafian follicle ovulate under control of LH, that is luteinizing hormone, and the follicular cells retained inside ovary convert into corpus luteum. Underdeveloped follicles that could not ovulate form corpora atretica. Corpus luteum and corpora atretica both secrete estrogen, and after ovulation they secrete another hormone, that is progesterone. In human and many other animals, in each cycle only one ovum is released, and once an ovum is released, ovulation from the other ovary stops. But in rat and mice, 14-15 ova are released, 10 to 12 are fertilized, and up to 10 embryos can develop. So it is all about the female genital system and a broad spectrum of the development. In the next class, we shall discuss in detail about the menstrual cycle. Thank you. Thank you very much.